Hello. In this video, we're going to go over deriving logarithmic expressions. So these can be quite difficult at times. So we got to make sure we're going slowly when we go through these and make sure we hit every step. We need to recall that deriving an ln of x turns into 1 over x times the derivative of whatever's there. And product rule. Derive the first, keep the second. Keep the first, derive the second. Let's apply. First thing we need to do in this equation is divide by 5. We want our x to the 5x by itself. We're going to get y over 5 is equal to x to the 5x. At this point, I want this out of the exponent. In order to do that, I'm going to take the natural log of both sides. We're going to rewrite, and we'll see ln of y over 5 is equal to 5x times ln of x. Does that make sense? Because we know in logs, and I'll write the rule right now, we know that in logs, log x to the power of a is equal to a log to the power of x. And that applies to ln's as well. So that's what we do. Next, what we can see is we need a dy dx. So I'm going to implicitly derive this equation. When we implicitly derive, we see we have 1 over y over 5 times y over 5. And when we implicitly derive a y, I must include a dy dx. Woo! All right. So next we see we have a product rule. Derive the first, keep the second, keep the first, derive the second. And we're going to now clean up. The 1/5, oh, this should be a 1/5, sorry. It's y over 5, 1/5. So the 1/5 should cancel. We're going to have dy dx times 1 over y is equal to 5 ln of x, the x's will cancel, plus 5. Now again, I want dy dx by itself, so I'm going to multiply y to both sides. Dy dx is equal to y times 5 ln of x plus 5. Easy. Well, we see there's a GCF here. We're going to pull out that GCF. Dy dx is equal to 5y ln of x plus 1. Now, the last thing we need to do is replace my y. What is y equal to? Well, from our initial equation, y is equal to 5x to the power of 5x. We're going to plug that in, substitute, if you will, for the value of y, and we are going to just clean up. And our final answer is going to be dy dx is equal to 25x to the power of 5x times ln of x plus 1. So as you can see, it's not too bad, but there are a lot of steps, and you have to be very careful that we are taking each step into consideration and taking care of them slowly. If there are other questions you'd like me to do, please send me an email because these can get quite tricky, and I'm more than happy doing a bunch. Other than that, I hope everyone has a great day.